When we're talking about core training, we're talking about so much more than just being able to do 1,000 sit-ups. You know, you got to take a look at what exactly is your core and what it all encompasses. It's your obliques, it's your upper and lower abdominals, it's your glutes, which is a primary one, it's your mid and lower back, it's everything. So if you're not training your body as a whole and finding out what specific muscles you need in order to become a better athlete and target those muscles, then you're not going to be a complete athlete and you're going to lose a lot out of your core training. So here are a couple examples of some of the core exercises that we do at the Next Level Athletic Fitness and teach and educate our athletes how this is going to translate to make you a better planks, bridges, side planks, supermans, cobras. These are all basic core exercises that help build the foundation of your core. A lot of times athletes don't like to do them because they're boring, they don't look fun, they don't look cool. But you gotta remember, without that solid foundation of your body, you're not getting the most out of your athleticism. Think of it, for example, think of a young baby or a young child when they first learn how to walk. They're able to move their arms and legs and everything like that, but it's not until they're able to stabilize when they're taking those steps, stabilize, they're able to maintain and be able to walk. So that's one of the biggest things that we want to focus on. Focus on strengthening that stabilization first and then working on the movement next. So when you do core exercises, it goes stabilization, strength training, and then power out of those core exercises. Take, for example, your obliques. A lot of times people like to do the twisting, side bends, all the other movement and stuff around. But once again, if you're not focused on the stabilization, the foundation of your obliques, once again, you're losing out on a lot of athleticism. Remember, when you're running, you're sprinting, and you're lifting your leg up while you're running, that oblique has to fire and stabilize. The more strength and stabilization you have in that oblique when you're running, you're able to drive your knees quicker and faster and also have a better output. Because if your oblique is actually weaker, that muscle's going to tire out and it's not going to be able to give that much support when you're running because you need your core to stabilize as you're running. Everyone thinks when it comes to speed training, it's move your legs, move your legs, move your legs, focus on that. But it's also your core because you need to be able to stabilize yourself as you're running. So that's another good exercise that we do, such as side planks to help improve that. We used to do a basic one, a elevate on the obliques. Now you want to make sure you keep your elbow underneath your shoulder. You don't want to have way out here or way down there. And if you ever feel more pressure on your shoulder, it's probably because you're not doing it right. You got to keep your hips forward and also brace your abdominals. And we'll get into that video here in a little bit. But you got to make sure that you brace your abdominals to get the most out of the exercise. So that's an example. One of the most powerful muscles in your body is in your core, and it's your glutes. All right. So when you do your core training, it definitely need to focus on training your glutes. And some of the basic exercises that we do here to help train athletes on how to access that muscle and use it properly are exercises like Cobra, Supermans, bridges, single leg bridges, things of that nature. See, you gotta remember that glute is made of nothing but type 2 muscle fibers, some of the most strong explosive muscles in our body. Okay, so when you're going to jump, let's say you want to be explosive, everyone wants to know how do I get more faster, how do I become more explosive. Well, I'm going to tell you, you need to be able to access your glutes a lot faster and quicker. So when you see a basketball player, when they run, they jump up like this and they go to dunk on somebody. Starting off with basic stabilization core exercises such as Supermans and Cobras teach the athlete how to fire those muscles. And in a lot of cases, in order to fire your glutes, you have to do exercises like Superman and Cobra, and then you gradually build from there to teach you how to use the muscles when you're running and jumping and in your plyometric. This is an example of a cobra. They're stabilizing, they have enough strength in their core to stabilize themselves upright, but also they're getting their hips forward and they're squeezing their glutes. And that's where accessing your glutes come from, because you got all that power back there. You just got to learn how to use it. And